Hey you, it's Jess here and welcome to another day of Planmas. This video was of me setting up my pen daily planners for 2024. It was kind of on the cuff. I was already setting them up and I thought, how about I'm on my desk, my camera's above me, I'll turn it on and we can talk a bit about functional planning. Now just go over what I do that works for me and why I have really started to utilize and embrace my pen daily planner. Start to do, but rather it's become an intricate, a needed part of my day-to-day life. So I'll go quickly over what I use, and it is the Erin Condren A5 daily planner. I really like the size. I always get the colorful. I started off getting them for free using old credits, just because I wanted to try them out, but I didn't really want to spend money, so my first two lots I actually used for free, 2 years. But I've been, keeping an eye on how the changes of the company have gone on, and now that Erin Condren's no longer a part of it at all, I feel a bit better about getting these planners. But at the same time, you have to figure out, what works best for you. And this is a planner that has worked for me. I've used it 4 years in a row now, and I use it literally every single day. I've never failed to use this planner every single day. I love how it's on rings, and the size means I can have it open to the day that I'm on, and I can have it next to me, and I can easily take it around my apartment when I want to use it. So that's what I just found useful. And I don't really want to try and shop around when it's been, working for me, and I still like the design and the layout. This year's is really nice because there's a little extra touches of color, especially in the monthly, because I do use my monthly religiously. I don't think I've ever shown this planner actually filled out, like you're getting to see here. So it's a sneak peek of how I actually use this planner. So the monthlies I really use for planning out what I'm drawing each week and each month, planning out the videos I need to film each month. I plan out when those videos are going to go up and if they have, so I tick them if I've got them scheduled. I put in holidays, birthdays, appointments, when movies and books and things are coming out. This is pretty much my go-to thing that I look at every time I plan my sticker monthly as well. I'm looking at this spread. And here you can see a little bit of my daily, just a touch, but I do have my to-dos on the side as well as my daily habits, because I can't get them into a habit, so I need them written down so I can check them off. And then what I do is during the day on the side, I actually both write in if I have appointments during the day or if things are coming up at certain times, but then I also fill it out during the day so that I could go back and use it to fill up my my memory planner, basically. So I keep track of everything that I do through this planner. Now let's have a look at this spread. Before, you just saw me going through and making sure I have all my holidays and birthdays and things filled out and ready to write into my next planner. I just did it first with post-it notes so I could spend time to write, as you will see at the end of this video. But here we have this front page where you have 6 sections, and I like to pre-plan art this way, and I also have never shown this before, but I like to use the Scribble Prints Co scripts because they fit perfectly in here, and I plan out each month I went through all the years that I've done art, and I went through and saw what I've released each month, and I figured out a theme and basically when I would release certain things. So the main example of this is I know a lot of people this year were like, Christmas was so early, it was September, that's when Christmas art just comes out early every year. I did the test. I went through every year that I've released Christmas. It's always September. I know when I'm releasing stuff, it's never, sometimes I do go off track my planning, but not Christmas. It's always September. That's when I always release it, because in that way I get it in time for myself, because I am international. So I do like try and make it like 2 to 3 months ahead of time, just so everybody can get it designed, printed, shipped out in time for anyone who lives anywhere. So as you'll see here, basically I have a theme for each month just to give myself ideas. And then I've gone through and put what I did in 23, in 2022, and in 2021, just so I could see what I was releasing in the last years. In my last one, I had 2020 as well, but I'm just going to move ahead of that for this planner to give myself room for the releases I want to bring out each month. And here's where I'll be like, okay, so February, I released Easter last year, and Easter is April. Oh no, it's actually late March this year, isn't it? So I'm going to release it obviously start of February, so I'm going to put Easter there. I also remember later to put Eid as well, because I still want to do that set. And then in January, probably going to do a new wedding one, things like that. And then June is when we start doing like back to school and autumn. So it's a good idea to like keep an eye on like how things. I just found this very useful to figure out how and what I want to draw. Sometimes I just feel like in the mood to draw anything else, anytime. So I can do that whenever I want, but this is a good indication of what I've released in the past and what I should be releasing in the future. So I try to utilize every part of this planner. So I have these front pages, and then I use them monthly for like the big planning stuff, especially for my videos and my drawing schedule. And then obviously the daily, I have my daily to-do lists. So I found it very useful to use this planner, and I only use 2 pens in it. I use the Energel Cleaner in 0.5. I like a thicker pen in this paper. It just feels nicer. And I also use the Zig color dot marker, because the to-do list circles, and I know people like use them to make to-do lists and then they tick off on the color, but for my brain I actually feel like I can see that I've done things by doing the color dot as my tick off instead. So if I make a to-do list, I just draw empty circles, and then I use the color dot marker to fill out that into color when I've finished. It looks really good for my brain visually. So that is how I've been using this planners, and yeah, I don't know, they've just been working for me. Let me know if you've got a functional planner. I know probably plenty of you use Google Calendars or something digital, but are you using anything paper? I feel like I just need something written on paper, I find it easier just to remember things, and this planner is very important to me. So this last year, I didn't properly fill out my last 6 months, July through December copy of it, because you get 2 obviously, otherwise it'd be huge. And I didn't properly fill it out. I was like, I'll fill it out in the middle of the year, and I have corrected it this year, so 2024 I'm filling it all out. But I forgot to put my dad's birthday in, and I completely forgot the birthday. His birthday's on the 8th of July, and on the 10th of July I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot that. And I looked at my planner and it wasn't there, and I thought, oh my god, I rely so much on this planner, and that's okay sometimes. Sometimes you just need to get it out on the paper and out of your brain. And I can't remember everything that happens, so that's why I love this planner. And of course, you can use any daily planner that you want. You don't have to use this one. This is one that I tried out and it's worked for me. And I don't really want to mess with it, to be honest. Not right now, anyway. Unless I really have to. But yeah, so what was I going to say after that? Anyway, this year, actually, when I finished filming this, I realized I forgot my mother-in-law, my partner's mother's birthday in November. I'm like, oh my gosh. Anyway, I've gone and written that in. I'm really bad with birthdays and remembering them, so I've got everyone else's in, but now Jeanette's is put in, so it's okay. But yeah, so I just wanted to show you like how I set it up, especially this art part, because I feel like a lot of you probably follow this channel a lot for the art business. So this is how I kind of, plan it out ahead of time. And this is like my first port of planning. So you can see here September has always had Christmas. In 21 I released Bright. In 22 I released Hanukkah. I released a lot that last year. Holiday prep, creepy season, the season's creepings, and Holly Jolly. And this year it was Tinsel. We'll see what I can get done this coming year. I did want to plan to use to do my hot holiday one. So for those in hotter weather, I do plan to do that in the coming year. And then we get a lot of free time as well by December, which is nice. So I could draw anything. But if you see me on my laptop, I'm actually going through my Instagram and seeing when I released recent art. And just making sure that I've got it written down for 23. Of course, it is November that I'm filming this, so I've only got Walking in the Rain out for November, so we'll have to see what we do November and December. You can see that in my last year I did not fill that out. Whoops. Just why I'm checking everything now. But that is the first setup of those pages. But you can see like the beautiful paint swatches over the top. I really like that. So now I'm just going to go through and put in these extra holidays. I just put a star and then have it up midway because sometimes I do need to put multiple things on a day. So we just have Epiphany, which is a holiday here in Finland. And then I had to remember we got a new humidifier and we have to replace some parts for it on January 10th. So make sure to put that in. And then my friend Rachel's birthday. And I think I'm going to show you how I properly set it up every month. So I use the stickers at the back. I use the empty flags. I'm going to write draw on that, and I'll make a list of what I want to draw that month. And then I can check it off with my zigzag marker. But you'll see I'll make my little open circles to do that. And then I just use whatever flag for, because I didn't want to use up all of the empty flags already. So I just used the other flag so I could put in the videos that I want to film that month. So of course we always have a sticker haul, and we always have, I've got to do the kit lineup and the monthly, and I'm going to put wax empties in a minute, but that is how I sort of set it up. And then I'm going to put in my videos with the little play button. I try and have Plan With Me's up every Wednesday, so we'll put those in straight up. This, of course, will be after Planmas, so I don't know how many videos, if I'm doing every single time I'm supposed to do videos this month, but we'll see how it goes after Planmas. But the goal is to have 3 videos a week, and so I write them in there, and if they don't happen, I just use whiteout tape to get rid of them. And so the monthlies get a little bit messy over time, but I don't really mind as long as it's whited out. We'll have the January monthly, the wax empties, and the February kit lineup, and the sticker haul. Those things are all pretty much a given, and then it's just the middle stuff I have to figure out. So I'm only going to fill out that one month entirely, but now I'm going to put in the rest of my stuff. We've got UMK in February, which is how we select our Eurovision entry in Finland, so that will be fun. Oh yeah, the 13th of Feb is my 8 years on YouTube. Somehow I've been doing this for 8 years and still enjoy doing it, so it has been a fun 8 years for sure. And then Heidi is Heidi's birthday. She'll be 9 in March, so excited. And then we have different daylight savings times, so make sure to put that in. Although I keep the American one in there as well that's printed in Erin Condren. I don't put in everything because some of it's in there for Erin Condren. But yeah, so we have a different, I like to keep both so I know when you guys are all moving over and then when we are. And this time it's the opposite way. Usually we're before you, so that's fun. I got Andrea's birthday and SBC's anniversary. I can't believe Scribble Prints Co will be 10 years old. That's crazy. We've all been planning for so long, I feel like. May Vapu, which is May Day. Always get that day off, and we're gonna make donuts, which is always fun. Then I have my 2 years. During the year, I have 2 sales, and the first one's in May, and the second one's in October. So I'll make sure to plan it out when that sale would be. Ascension Day is another holiday here in Finland, and then we have Eurovision this week. So I want to make sure to watch Eurovision. It's on 3 nights of the week, so we have to make sure it's put in. And then in June we have Midsummer, the biggest, probably one of the biggest holidays here in Finland. So you have Midsummer's Eve and Midsummer, and everyone pretty much takes off work around this time. Most of June, most people take holidays. And then we have birthdays, like Matt's birthday on the 30th. He is Locke's brother. And I think he might actually be visiting us this year, so that would be interesting. I don't think I've seen him in years, so yeah, that'll be fun. So now I'm just checking out these holidays in the back. I don't always put all of them on, although there's plenty in there that are good to know about. I'm just putting in a couple of different ones, like International Women's Day, but there are a lot of months in here to remember, which will be good. So it's nice that they put them in there. I kind of miss when they made stickers for them, so you could just stick them into the monthly, because now they just list them at the back, and I'm like, I could just use the stickers, but whatever. So that is the first half of the year planned out. And I just use whatever covers. I chose this Libra one this year. I don't know. I think my favorite cover was the Hello Kitty rainbow one for this year, though. Got my dad's birthday in this time. I will not forget. And then Locke and I's anniversary. It's the 18 years together somehow. And then Locke will have been in Finland for 6 years. So this year we'll be marking we've been in Finland for 6 years. Which is nuts. It definitely doesn't feel that way. But yeah, I just wanted to show you me setting up, how I set up my daily pen planner for the year. I make sure to get all my important holidays and anniversaries and events in there. Right away here I'm putting in my second shop sale, so I know when's going to happen around my birthday, and it'll be 7 years of my shop. I can't believe it. But I hope you enjoyed, and let me know how you do functional planning. I always find it very interesting, but I just find that the daily planner with just a checklist and a place to write in everything I do every day so I can remember what I did, it's just so helpful. And then having this bigger monthly, I just really like that I can flip to it, and I can plan all my videos and my drawing and my movies and books and all sorts of things. So yeah, I really enjoyed using this planner, and I know there's obviously other daily planners out there that are probably very similar. I've just been sticking to this one because of the colors, basically. I really want a colorful dated daily planner, and that's mainly my main thing, and this has been filling that, and I've been using it every single day for 4 years now, and it just has been working so much for me. It's much needed. But otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. I love you. Bye.